Hi guys, it's Shauna, and today I am working on cards 10 and 11 for the full deck challenge of these altered playing cards. I have primed my cards with some white gesso just to make sure I have a good porous surface to apply other mediums to. And on one card, I'm going to be using a piece of Graphic 45 Steampunk Debutante Collection paper. This is what it looks like on one side, and this is what it looks like on the other side. It was a little bit of a tough choice which ones to use, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. So I've torn out a little corner. I really want to have these cogs. And then I've used some Tim Holtz Gadget Gears die cuts. And you can see I've done it in craft paper, but the paper didn't, it was just some scraps that I had that I was making die cuts out of. And so it didn't fully cut out like this one, but that's okay because I can use it to like overlap this side. And this is from another Graphic 45 collection. This is one of their other steampunk collections. So we'll use that probably. And then Prima has these little corner stamps. This is corner stamp 4. And it has this number here. But I thought this kind of looked like gadgets. Some gears too. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe use that on the corner. For the other one, we're going to go in a totally different direction, different color palette. This one, I kind of wanted to stay with some browns and maybe some rust colors. So I got out some of my Distress Oxide Spray. This one's Walnut Stain, and this one is Vintage Photo. And then I also got out some of my Finnabar goods here. This is Patina Effect Paste in Brass, and this one is in Brown Rust. This is a Rust Effect Paste, so we'll see what we can do here. And then I also got out some of these Prima Elemental Don't Forget to Fly stamp sets, so maybe we'll use some of these. I'm not sure yet. But we definitely have some good stuff to work with, and we'll get going here. I think in the background of this one, well, I want to maybe tear this down a little bit here. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep this straight or break it down, doing some ripped edge. I kind of like it straight, but it doesn't give a lot of an edge there. So maybe we'll cut it just down a little bit. Get my trimmer unburied here. Now, I'm not a measurer, so I'm just going to trim a little bit and hope. And I was kind of hoping to make that a little bit smaller so that we have some edges to play with here. And that piece might save for something else. This one I'm going to cut just above that bigger gear there. I didn't come into these cards with too much of a plan. I kind of knew the themes I wanted to use in them, but that's about it. So I think those will go there. That's kind of gonna look cool, I think. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stamp. I also have this big stamp with wording on it. It's an old one that's been hanging out in my stash for a long time. I use it quite often. It looks like it is by Stampin' Up, but it's so old I can't even really see that. So anyways, you can find printed word stamps pretty much everywhere these days. This one is a little inconvenient because it's on this big block. I could unmount it, I guess, but it's been quite used, as you can tell. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this card, and then I'm also going to stamp this on this word art that I have, and that's for the other card. But I think it will look cool. And we can stamp them both at the same time here. No rhyme or reason to the stamping, just trying to put some background interest down. And then I'll give this a little scrub with a baby wipe here. And it just kind of lives on my desk in case I want to use it again for something else. Okay, so we'll set this one aside. That's for our other card. And I think I'm going to go ahead and ink this here. Let me find some. Maybe we'll use walnut stain because it's quite dark. There's our little brush. This paper that I have down in the background is actually a page out of a new sketchbook I just purchased, and my point in laying it down is not only to protect my work surface, but also to see what the paper's like with a lot of different mediums. So sometimes I do like a test page, and it kind of lets me see how it reacts to different things that I use regularly. Okay, so since I've already got this ink out, I might just go ahead and ink some of these gears. I'm just going to do a couple because it's not going to fit a whole lot of them. And maybe we'll put a little bit around the edge of this card itself as well. And we'll do this little piece. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this down here, and then I'll put some of the Distress Oxide sprays, and then we'll arrange some gears and see how we're doing at that point. Get a fresh baby wipe here. These ones are all dried out. There we go. Okay, got some art glitter glue here. Just kind of put that in the center. I could have done a torn edge on this one, but I actually think I kind of like the clean edge, especially since I'm going to put some stuff over it. And I'll just get this wipe here. All right, I already think I like how that's looking. And then I have all these gears. I can put them Yeah, I think that looks kind of neat. And then I was thinking maybe this one, like right there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that, and then I think I'm going to do some splatters with these sprays. And that one I just want kind of in the background. So it's a little crooked, but that's on purpose. And got the spray here. Maybe I'll go ahead and use a couple of these. Fresh out of the package. I haven't used these ones yet, so I'm gonna use some of this darker walnut stain. And again, some of this is going to get covered up, but it adds some interest in the background. Let's see, maybe a little bit of some peacock feathers to match some of this blue here. This one. See how that looks. Oops. These are just a little bit hard to hold on to. Maybe if I use my block, it would be better. We'll do some off the edge. It's a little crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna put these ones down. Maybe we'll do that now. See what this looks like. Again, using walnut stain. Probably not going to add a lot, but it will just add a little bit of some texture, I think, in the background there. Oh, actually did add more than I thought it would. It's kind of fun. Maybe we'll do one more in the top corner. Okay. Oops. All right, that stamp was kind of cool. I really like that. Then, I think I'm just gonna lay this little bit of a napkin here over this stuff because I want to spray. I've got vintage photo and walnut stain. I'm going to spray these gears. And I'll do with a little bit of the walnut stain too. This one has leaked since I got it. then this is just a dried baby wipe. I'm gonna go ahead and blot some of this. All right, that's kind of fun. And then go ahead and put down some of these gears. I'm gonna let these kind of overlap the card, and I'll cut off the excess here. Trying to decide if I want to use some of this paste on here first. This one's pretty dark. I'm already getting super messy, and I haven't even started on the art one yet. Maybe I like this one. Let's see. Got a little paintbrush here. Just gonna kind of brush this here and there. I did do some splattering on it, and you can still see the splatters. Oh yeah, I think I like that a lot. So you notice I'm not covering the whole thing. I'm just kind of going in between here. You can still see the splattering that we've got from the oxide sprays. And it just kind of makes it look grungy and rusty and fun. Okay. Ink. Yep, I'm painting. Okay. Wipe up here just a little bit. Then we'll get these glued, and this one will be all done. I actually quite like it a lot, I think. Now you can use a heat gun or whatever you want to do to make sure things dry in between, especially if you're doing a lot of layering. You really want to let things dry. I like to more let things dry on their own. I feel like I get a lot more natural, just a more natural look, I guess. But if you are layering, it is nice to let things dry in between. I think that one's just gonna hang right off the edge there. And just about any glue you have will work for this. If you like your Yoo-Hoo glue stick, or if you're using a Xyron or glue gun or liquid glue, pretty much anything goes with these cards. Just whatever it takes to get it to stick on there. Okay, so then just gonna cut off the excess and we'll call this one done. All right, so there's our first one. Kind of fun. And then we're gonna switch color palettes all together here. Now these excess pieces you can save if you have other projects going on. That one's got glue all over it, so I'm just gonna let it go, but the other piece I'll keep there. Okay. Get some of this ink off here. So the other one, we're gonna go in a different direction. This one's more dark and browns and rust and fun, and this other one I just kind of want to do in some bright colors. So I'm gonna wipe this just a little bit. And we can set these aside. And then we'll move in. So all I've done is I've just set this one. This word art I got from a Tim Holtz longer die, and it said artist on it, but I just cut out the word art because that was all I wanted. And then this is a piece of paper from Basic Gray. It's a really old collection, and I've had this scrap hanging out for a long time. And I just thought it would be fun to put right there. And I'm gonna smush some colors in the background. I've got my water bottle and some inks and an acrylic block, and we'll just start with that. We'll get some color on the card. Maybe we'll do orange first. This is spiced marmalade. Just put a little spritz of water. And just smush it across here. And then I'm going to go with some picked raspberry and do the same thing. And then I'll do some of this Dusty Concord. Oh, I didn't spray that one. There we go. Water makes all the difference. And then we'll finish this at the bottom here with some of the peacock feathers. All right. Yeah, that looks fun. then I think I'm going to tear this down the side. I kind of want the black in there. So we'll just tear these sides here. Long enough. Yeah. Tear this other side. And then I'll bring in a little bit of some cracked pistachio and ink the edges of this paper I just tore. And we'll go ahead and glue this down. And again, a lot of the stuff you do on these cards is layering, and some of it you won't wind up seeing, but that's okay. It just adds to the texture and the look of everything. Then I had this here. A is really hanging out. That's kind of fun. I'm trying to decide, do I want over there, over here. Could put it right in the middle. I think the eye likes things that are heavier to the left. And I think I kind of do too. And somewhere I have some colored washi tape that might be kind of fun to add. Let's see. Could always do like this gold. Ooh, or maybe this blue. This blue's fun. I have a blue, a green, and a gold. That would be kind of fun underneath. Do like 3 stripes down. All right. So I think I'm gonna glue this word here. I left it white, but I think I'm gonna do some splatters here. Okay. And I'll cut off these extras here. And then I've got this Destructs Oxide Spray and Peeled Paint, which is a little bit of some green. And then I've got Faded Jeans, which is blue. So just put a few splatters down, and then we'll put that washi tape on, and these ones will be done. Ooh, that's really cool. I like that one. And I love how it kind of splattered this art word. Maybe I will turn this so the splatters come from a different direction. Looks like this one I didn't unwrap all the way. Okay. So here's this one so far. Get some of these. Splat them a little bit dry. I really like how that looks. This washi tape has been a really fun way to add some glitter without getting sparkles everywhere. And we'll do this blue. Oops. I really like this blue. Adds a lot of color there. Okay, so that will complete cards 10 and 11. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video where I created this lovely mess and 2 pretty cards for the full deck challenge. And if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.